Hello everyone, here is a quick video on how to resolve a Me-25 guitar processor issue. So these are the two issues that we are going to go ahead and cover it today. For me, whenever I plug in my processor, irrespective of me using different power supplies, high costly power supplies, and as well as batteries, there was a 8K noise which just came out forever, and what resolved that. And the next one, the obvious solution, what you probably see in the internet. I've just consolidated it. Hope it addresses some of the issues that you have. So the first one that I kind of had was the noisy issue. Even if I go ahead and bypass it, go to the tuning mode, batteries, various other aspect, it was not actually working out. So what I did was work on the power section. So this is like the moment you open your ME 25 guitar processor, boss, uh, these are the places where you need to look out for. And it doesn't require that you go ahead and put the exact part number, which is also available in the service manual with all the schematics and other things. I'll go ahead and update the description for your reference if you need that. But basically, if you go ahead and resolve this, it'll solve the skew issue, and also some of these actually solve the running number issue as well. So for me, as soon as I go ahead and replace this particular capacitor, it just solved almost all the issue. And the running issue was solved temporarily, and then again it came back. But there are, if you I didn't want to, it didn't worry too much, so I'll talk to you about why shortly. So this is like in order for me to go ahead and resolve the thing, I just unsoldered here and as well as here. Just remove this. Just make sure you go ahead and desolder it correctly. Don't just using various methods. Just use two soldering iron. I won't even recommend using hot gun because sometimes it could damage the other parts of the area. So go ahead and use the soldering iron. Keep one here and here, and then just cut these off. Take it off and replace it with that. So the first thing is to replace this one, the second, and then of course test it, and then go ahead and replace this, and then this one, it's an inductor, and as well as an 82 inductor. If you replace all four of them, the skew issue and the numbering issue just gets resolved. But for me, as soon as I replace the first step itself, the skew is the one which was annoying me, and that got resolved. So you can see in this, I've just went ahead and removed that and placed it with the electrolyte thing. So one thing to note is this one is your negative, this is your positive. So you need to make sure that when you go ahead and see whatever's in the black is your negative, and whatever's nothing, like no color, that's your positive. So if you see, it's probably not shown clearly, but that's your negative end here, and this is your positive end. And you will have like it's 100k UHF, and I got about um, 16 volt, but the rating what was put was 6.3. So I just wanted to be precautionary to use 10 volt or otherwise 16 volt. So I went with the um, 16 volt. If you're going with 10 volt, it would have been better. So it's better to use 10 volt, which will be in purple color, and this one is the orange, which is the 16 volt. The reason I went for a higher value is because your input itself is a 9 volt and above. At least in my case, it was 9.5 and 9.8 almost, and possibly that's the one which actually fried this particular capacitor. So what I did was, even before I can desolder it, I just took this particular capacitor and I turned on everything and I just touched this between these two and it just took away the noise. So I was pretty happy in that. So I went ahead and desoldered that, and it took away the noise for me. So another view, just in case you needed it. So the numbering in here, as you can see, it is C129. So if you're looking at your circuit, this is actually C129. So I don't know how much it is visible. One C129 and C130, and then L3 and L5. So those are the ones which are shown in the list here. So the next one that we have is the numbering issue. How I solved it without doing anything is just by putting all the potentiometer to zero, and it just resolved it because all the parameters are stored in the patch. So I didn't have to go ahead and have these open when the patch is having all the information. One caveat here is like just make sure that whenever you go ahead and set one parameter, save it, zero it, then move on to the next parameter, and then save it, and then go on. One additional information is we want to know what was the parameter, the value it is in. Just go to the edit mode by pressing the right and the exit. Press the exit, just hold it down and turn any of these knobs that will tell you where the current location for that patch is actually situated. So once you go ahead and set up all the information, I mean like the values, just zero it, save it, go on to the one, and then so that all the patch information doesn't interfere with the automatic thing. So as soon as I went ahead and put these into zero, everything worked. So there's no need for fix, and it was working fine for me even after the thing. So let's say if you want to go ahead and go into the hard route of how to fix it, there are a few options available. You need to go ahead and change all of this. So first one is this, second one is this, and then third and fourth. That's generally how it is. If not, you need to go ahead and change all these potential meters. Last, probably the not preferred thing is by replacing the potentiometer. You can put a normal linear potentiometer as well, or and then try see if it works. And if it doesn't work, the solution is to decap these needs to be just soldered off. So that one I'm just showing you only three, so but we have like four of them, so we need to go ahead and desolder it and then it resolves it. But my non-preferred way is this, but these are the options currently available. Just by replacing all of this information, I mean like the uh, capacitors, it works perfectly fine once it works. I, if there are any questions, let me know in the comments and happy to assist. Okay, thank you.